According to the US Department of Labor, 1 in 9 people is a salesperson. But if you think about it, so are the other 8. Every time you have to influence anyone to do anything, you're selling them on a course of action, from pitching your team on a profit-boosting idea to pitching your spouse on where you want to go on holiday. A little bit more challenging. The first time that we screamed as a little baby, we were what? We were selling our mother our silence for her beautiful milky breast. For men, that continues deep into adulthood. So if we are really all salespeople, why do so many people say, I hate selling? Well, what they're really saying is, I hate rejection. Because whether you are pitching an idea or product or service, you are probably going to hear the word no a lot. And this is why people don't often put their ideas forward, because they don't want to hear that word. And that is a big mistake, because here's the thing. If you are going to win over people to your idea or to whatever it is, you have got to be willing to get rejected a number of times. And there's really no reason to be taking it personally, because it actually comes down to the fundamental nature of the human mind. See, this idea that some people are early adopters and some people are late adopters is really not true. Actually, we're all late adopters. Some are just a little later than others. See, human beings have something called the stranger syndrome. We're inherently skeptical of new products, services, and things. No matter what value they may have initially, we're skeptical. And that comes down to a little bit of neuroscience that I need to share with you. It comes down to what's going on in our brains. We evolved from cavemen who were dealing with a very different environment. Now, think about your caveman ancestor. The first time that she sees some beautiful, luscious red berries, would it be a good idea to just go and munch them down? No, because it could be the last time she ate anything, right? They could be poisonous. So first she gives the berries to that dog, and then she gives the berries to that uncle she doesn't like so much, and she sees how the berries work for others, and then eventually she may try them herself. Why? Simply because from a survival point of view, it is better to think of something as threatening than rewarding. Because if you think of it as rewarding and it's actually poisonous, well, it could kill you. Whereas if you think of it as threatening and it actually is rewarding, well, okay, so you lost out on a reward, but you'll live again to get another one. Now, you may say, well, we're not cavemen. No, but our brains operate in the same way when we see something new. Your idea, no matter how great it is, your product, your service, if it is new, you are basically guilty until proven innocent. It takes them time to get used to it. I've just come across an amazing study. Take Chinese characters, something that if you're not Chinese, you're probably not used to seeing a lot of. If you are flashed 2 different Chinese characters over a period of time, and you are then asked which one you prefer, almost invariably you will say the one that you prefer is the one that you saw more than the other one. In other words, the one that was more familiar unconsciously communicates to your brain that this is safe. I know it's a little crazy, but if you think about it, it's a heuristic, a mental shortcut. If we've seen something a lot, it hasn't hurt us, we assume it's okay. So don't always assume that this new idea of yours is just great because it's new. Actually, it probably needs to get a little bit old before people feel comfortable enough to take it on board. When it comes to business, familiarity does not breed contempt. Familiarity breeds sales. And that means we need to be persistent. We really need to keep on keeping on. We need to get inspired by the Steve Jobs of the world, who spoke to over 50 potential investors who all said no, until finally the one who said yes was the one who had gone back to multiple times. As the great Italian-American philosopher Rocky Balboa says, it is not how hard you can hit, it is how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's the way to pitch and win.